Welcome to North Carolina Weekend. I'm Deborah Holt-Noel. Collecting Carolina continues its quest to find the history and people behind our most treasured antiques. This week, producer Julia Carpenter explores the history behind our state's silver legacy as she visits Old Salem and Tryon Palace.
On a trip to Old Salem, you will uncover a treasure trove of our state's antiques history.
This was John Vogler's home. Built in 1819, he is the most documented Moravian silversmith and watchmaker. We're here today to learn about North Carolina silver from Mezda curator Gary Albert. Gary, for thousands of years, people have been using silver. Tell us why.
Well, Julia, it's a rare material. And when it's polished, it creates this beautiful reflective surface. Now, many countries have used this as a basis of their currency. And in fact, in North America, because we didn't have large deposits of silver, most of the 18th and 19th century silver that survives was melted down from coins or from old or broken down silver.
Now, what about our banking system? Was this used as a commodity?
Absolutely. Before banks existed as we consider them today, people would take their currency, or if they had a really good year, their liquid assets, bring them to a silversmith and have it turned into a utilitarian or beautiful objects that they could keep in their home.
It always retained some sort of value then.
Absolutely. And in fact, one of the reasons the monogramming of silver became so important is because it was a way of tracking your silver in case it was stolen.
Show us how we do that.
Okay. John Vogler would have monogrammed his spoons using a graver that removed material to create the initials of the owner's name. Now, Vogler is probably best known for his picture-back spoons, which has a bird on the back. He would have used a swage to hammer that image on the back, moving the material in to create the design, rather than removing the material as he did to engrave the monogram. Now, let me show you how we would create a finished spoon from an ingot of silver. You would have hammered out to create the basic form. And then when you get to this stage, you have a lot of filing and a lot of polishing to create the finished spoon.
The word smith comes from the word smite, meaning to hit or strike, like a silversmith, blacksmith, and goldsmith. And this is one of the only silversmith shops to survive with its original tools and smithy, or small forge.
Is there much North Carolina silver still left?
Not really, Julia. Between two wars and a lot of melting down to make new silver, very little hollowware survives from the 18th and 19th century, which is why Old Salem is so proud to exhibit this cream pitcher by New Bern silversmith Freeman Woods. Now let's go to Tryon's Palace in New Bern and see the absolutely best collection of Freeman Woods silver.
New Bern was a prosperous town and North Carolina's colonial capital in 1766, and the state capital from 1776 until it was moved to Raleigh in 1792.
Here at Tryon Palace, you'll be able to visit the Governor's Palace, several historic buildings, 14 acres of landscape gardens, and meet many costume character interpreters.
The museum houses important regional exhibits, a virtual time machine and interactive play space, live concerts and restaurant, and the best collection of North Carolina silver.
And here's an exhibit case in the museum where they display their Freeman Woods silver, but we've been lucky that they can pull some so we can get a closer look. Freeman Woods was trained as a silversmith in New York City and moved to New Bern in 1794. He opened his shop on Middle Street, only 3 blocks from where we're standing, and it's in that shop that he made these 2 cream pitchers, which show a remarkable similarity to the one that we have at Mezda. One of the reasons they're so similar is they all 3 exhibit neoclassical design. The neoclassicism can be seen in the square base, the beads seen along the base here and on the lip, as well as on these cream pitchers. This is a helmet cream pitcher. If you turn it upside down, it looks like a Roman or a Greek helmet. Now, if you flip it back over, Julia, if you look on your base, you'll be able to see where Freeman Woods marked this piece of silver with his own mark.
To learn more about early American silver or silversmiths, visit Old Salem and Tryon Palace in New Bern. To research your silver, go to the website mesda.org. For North Carolina Weekend and Collecting Carolina, I'm Julia Carpenter.
Take a day or two to visit Tryon Palace and the North Carolina History Center in New Bern, where you'll find something for every member of your family to enjoy and explore. For information on this series, Collecting Carolina, go to our website, unctv.org/ncweekend/collecting, and our series partners at mesda.org.